on.
Yeah, they're going to kill off like enterprise so nobody has a job, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, come work for our mega corporation, our international globalist mega corporation, and we'll pay you really shitty wages, but you'll have no choice because we bankrupted your business." Biden,
they want to bring it back to the olden times when they had corporate towns.
Yeah,
but it's not even going to be as good as, you know, like you go to the corporate town and Mr. Monopoly gives you a house and whatever, and and it gets taken out of your wage. You won't even have a wage. You won't even own anything. You'll just be like, here's your cubicle, here's the amount of work you to do, or you die.
Well, isn't there like meant to be a reset of the economy planned? But out of
that's
this
planned that for over 100 years. The UNESCO, all those ones, just the globalists.
Yeah,
that's what they're moving towards now, is just to try to create like a version of Star Trek, except we're not all free for not owning anything. We're just all we don't own anything, but lots of people, or a small amount of people, own everything, and we own nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even hear what was it, Elon Musk saying that, like, he wanted to create Starfleet. And it is like a strange thing where you do have like all this almost like futuristic stuff. Like he's got his Starliner launching soon and all this. It is like something from the future, and yet you've got all these horrible
Skylink, isn't it?
Well, that's the satellite system for the internet.
Skyline.
Star Cruiser. It's his new spaceship. So he's sending it to the moon first with some Japanese billionaire on board, who's bringing a bunch of artists with him to look at the moon, and then he'll be sending it to Mars.
Okay. Oh, what a dream with the Japanese guy on.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. I must admit, that does sound pretty cool. That's the horrifying thing, is that one is pretty cool though. It's pretty
is
cool.
Elon going as well to the moon?
Does he even know he's going to Mars though, the Japanese guy? Is he just like thinks he's going to the moon with his artist friends?
Well, this is the thing. It might be
jump out and say, "See you later, boys," and shoot them off to Mars.
I wouldn't even be surprised. That would be the ultimate sort of Elon prank. One-way trip to Mars.
Probably just take the billionaires' money and then just be all like, "Yeah, that's what they wanted," and no one would be the wiser. And probably just use deepfakes to send like videos back from Mars and what a great time they're having. But actually, Elon's got them working up there like goblins.
I wouldn't even be surprised. with Elon, to be honest.
I think he's kind of ruined it because he's just a bit annoying, and like it's not as if it's, I don't know, a nation coming together to achieve something. It's just him and his massive ego and his money, and him just being like, "Oh look, I've got a great idea that I just came up with after taking mushrooms." And then he just gets a load of people to do it, but then shouts at them for smoking weed, even though he smoked a load of weed on Joe Rogan. That like fires his engineers.
Well, at the end of the day, it's because he's the son of a diamond mine. Elon Musk is the son of a diamond mine. He just popped out of a diamond mine one day, and that's why he's so successful. It's because he had the diamond mine backing him up. So, like, if you got an idea and you got a diamond mine for a father and mother, the diamond mine, it makes dreams come true. But the one good thing about him, though, is, at least he is doing stuff, because you got a lot of people with like tons of money and they've no imagination at all, and at least he's doing something.
That is true. I mean, it's not just hoarding his money, he is spending it on something that could have tangible benefits, like...
Yeah, but I don't know, I'm just not excited about it because I don't feel a part of it.
Silly cars.
I think the space... stupid cars.
I think the space stuff is interesting, and I think the Hyperloop stuff is interesting, but yeah, the cars maybe not, and the other stuff maybe not. But I think the space stuff, and I think certainly brings the aesthetic to it, like, which I don't think a government group could do. Like, it looks futuristic.
I don't know, but I don't like that. No? Because I like, if you think about NASA, okay, and like that NASA logo, and it being NASA, and it's like the American National Space Agency. Yeah. And they're just doing it. And then people got really excited about going on the moon. Now I don't give a crap about going on the moon if it's just Elon Musk doing it to make a load of money. He's not doing it for science.
Yeah, well, he is in a way. He's doing it with NASA.
No, he's doing it to make money, to make more money, to do more things.
There is an ego aspect. I'm not going to deny that, but it's still...
Yeah, I think there's a bit less, there's way less magic involved, I guess.
Yeah, there's less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm just not like...
When is your government doing it as well? it shows like an efficient government.
Yeah.
The government's working and actually doing something, and that's so rare and magical.
Well, that is one of the things. Like they were saying that was it like the 20th anniversary of the International Space Station, and saying like, yeah, it's one of the few things where, Russia and America actually just work together, and it's not a political thing or scoring points. It's just going into space and doing science.
Yeah, and it's not about making money.
Yeah,
it's just about doing sciencey things. Yeah,
but that's the next step. I was reading the future of the ISS, and they said basically governments haven't got the money or are unwilling to spend the money. So apparently the next step is they're going to connect a new module to it, which is going to be a hotel module, and then basically they're just going to expand the ISS into a giant
love hotel. They're going to turn it into a Japanese love hotel.
Yeah, basically. So it should basically be a billionaire's love hotel in space.
Where there's no rules.
Exactly. So you had your Lolita Island, you'll have freaking Lolita Space Station.
That does sound like a pretty good name for a space station.
Space Station Lolita.
Space Station. But they found water on the moon recently, and normally I would get super excited about that information. If I found that out like a couple years ago or like 3 years ago, that would have been like major like news like all over the planet. But now everybody's so distracted with other things like amazing news like they've found water on the moon. It's just not even, nobody gives a shit about.
I agree. And
also, stop doing that, Gavin. You're really freaking me out. It really freaked me out before.
You're upside down, Ed.
Oh man, I didn't know which way round you were.
Why is it freaked out, man?
I glimpsed at it before, and I just kind of like froze and zoned out, just staring at your weird upside down head.
It doesn't look like my head's upside down. It's really weird.
It is bizarre.
My brain just doesn't know what to do with it.
But yeah, no, I mean, I must admit, Tom, like when you say something about the water, like I'm much more cynical because now I just imagine them thinking, oh, we found water on the moon. That means we can build a spa on the moon.
Exactly. Instead of actually doing something useful.
Exactly. Like, it'll just become a resource basically, and that's what Mars will become. That's the sad thing, I suppose. Or it'll become like in one of those sci-fi films where they just fuck off the Earth and they just go and live on the moon or something. Or in that, what was that film, Elysium? Is it Elysium where they have that? They have the big space station where all the rich people live on the space station and like the whole world is like Mexico.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's why they're trying to destroy the first world as well by shutting down our economy, because they want if places like Pakistan, they're not doing lockdowns because they're trying to raise the economies of the poorest places to get them into like a Mexico standard, as you said, and they want to bring our standards down to Mexico standard, so that we've got a big globalized world where we're all used to the same shit.
Horrifying.
And they're going to travel around in their space trains.
Well, yeah. That's the thing. You'll be zooming around, and they'll have their little enclaves probably in each country, but then the rest of the time they'll be orbiting the Earth, or they'll be fucking off to the moon, or some other planet, or some other dimension, and leaving us behind to live in our own.
What will we get? What will we even get out of it?
We'll get universal basic income, and that'll be about it.
Oh, they've just printed off a bunch more money.
Get trips to the moon.
Get a trip to the moon, Gavin. You'll get a virtual reality. It'll be like fucking 2 Total Recall. The nearest you'll get to going to the moon will be getting some fucking thing in your brain.
Or the islands with the.
Nah. See, this is what's going to happen. You're thinking it's going to be really bad, but at first maybe it will be really bad, and they'll all be going to the moon. It will be super jealous.
Yeah.
But by the time they start going to the Mars, Mars will be really special, and the moon will be old cake. So then there'll be the cheap flights to the Mars. Jupiter's the cool place now. And then there'll be cheap flights to Mars, and then we'll all be going to Mars. So I think the rich people will always be ahead of us and getting the good stuff. But I think we'll always get crumbs about 20 years later.
So we'll be crammed onto a Ryanair flight to Mars or some shit. Going on a package holiday to the equivalent of Benidorm on Mars.
Oh, no.
Yeah, where the rich people have already bought all the land.
Exactly.
We get to enjoy it.
You can buy some land on Mars, apparently, on the internet. You can buy like an acre of Mars land.
How much so is it? Is it reasonable?
I don't know. You have to look. It just depends where you get it.
Yeah, and is it legit, Tom? I mean, I don't know.
Not. It'll be a bit of paper that has your name written on it, saying you own this bit of Mars.
And you find Elon's already fucking bought it all or some shit.
Yeah, but who's gonna like even think this is legitimate? Because you can buy bits of the moon as well. So
That's true.
I wouldn't trust any of it.
And
My
you can
plan one
buy
day is if I ever get the chance, I would be like, if I get to the moon or Mars, bring a gun with you, and then if any other spaceships are coming, you can just shoot at them.
Yeah, as
And
they
then
come
you
in.
just say, "This is my planet now. No one else can land, and all you need is a gun." Because you can just fire projectiles at them with your bullets. You're just shooting bullets at them, and they're all like, "Nothing that we can do about that. It's his planet now."
Space Force will come after you, though, Gavin.
Ooh,
He's made his Space
shit.
Force. You
I
forgot
forgot about Space Force.
You'd have to use specialized weapons to take me out, though.
Yeah.
But if you're just sitting on the planet and you've got a gun, no one's going to try to fly near you.
That's true. That's true.
That's true. They're very lightweight and thin, fragile things. Well, I don't know, actually. Like, I guess you would need like a laser heat gun, maybe, or
normal gun.
Just like some sort of regular pistol.
No, but that won't work, though, will it? In space,
that you need it won't combust.
It actually might, because generally there is like some sort of oxidizing agent within the gunpowder formula. If not, just use a specialized formula which has like more oxidizing agent in it, so that when the thing clicks, it'll activate and shoot the bullet out.
Well, you had one,
and because there's
you can use a mag rail cannon.
There's like the magnet ones,
yeah.
Or even like just a compressed air one.
Oh yeah, that would work as well. A slingshot as well to stay.
Slingshot.
Take them all out with a slingshot.
And you were going to say, yeah, it would go.
There's no resistance, so it won't slow down.
That's true, actually. That's true. So yeah, okay. You'd have to adapt the weapons, but it would be doable. It would be doable. Or a mag rail gun, as Tom was suggesting, which I think they are developing, aren't they?
No, they're real. They exist.
Yeah, but they're only
like the most powerful guns that you can get.
They're very secret, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Are they only available on ships, though? I thought they were so big.
I think so.
No, they've got like handheld ones that you've never even heard of, Alex.
Right, yeah, actually.